Well, look, you know it is important to us here at WJZ that we connect with your communities and highlight everyday heroes who are doing a lot of work to make our city a better place. So we ask you to share your community MVPs with us.
And this week, Torrey Smith reveals how he was bullied as a child. He's introducing you to today's community MVP, a police officer who's trying to stop kids from getting bullied while building their self-esteem. He says it's all about the sneaks.
I think sneakers is a big part of the community, especially when it comes to kids. It's a big part of the culture.
Jaleel, tell me about Police and Sneaks. I love this idea.
So Police and Sneaks started in 2021, around the summer of 2021. In the streets of Baltimore, you know, you see a lot of underprivileged kids who need things. I remember going to a call and a kid didn't want to go to school and his mother didn't understand why. And when I spoke to the young man, he explained to me that he was being teased because he had holes in his sneakers. You know, I remembered that and made me think, like, let me get these kids some sneakers. And I think sneakers was the best choice I could go with.
I love it because I was a kid that was bullied the same way, simply by not having shoes or the cool ones that everyone wanted based on our financial situation at the time. And it's important what you're doing. What type of benefits have you seen from helping to bridge that gap between the police and the community?
We kind of take some of that onus off the parents, and that allows them to take that money that they would put to sneakers and put to another bill. Every time I deliver the sneakers in police uniform. I allow them to ask me any question they want, any uncertainties that they may have. I always get so much feedback because children are so curious. That's a big deal for me, for them to have that dialogue with the police.
Oh, that's huge. I think the fact that you show up in uniform, it goes to show you're human, just like them. When you take your uniform off, you probably wear your sneaks on the weekends as well. You know, and that's huge to help bridge the gap in the community.
So on average at the moment, we do about 120 sneakers a year. My goal this year would be to get maybe about 450 kids this year. You know, to go from 120 to 450 kids in Baltimore City, 500 kids in Baltimore City, it would be amazing. To the day I retire as a police officer, I'm going to continue to buy sneakers for kids in Baltimore City and try to help and leave an impression on as many kids as I can.
How can people learn more about what you're doing, and how can they get involved?
You can go to policeandsneaks.com. That has all my contact information on there. It shows a lot of the work we've already done. Just type in Police and Sneaks on Instagram and you'll find it. Or you can just even contact the Baltimore City Police Department and they'll get you right to me.
The lasting impression that is going to have, just thinking about that. Now look, we know there are more community MVPs out there, and we want you to let us know who they are so we can highlight all the great work they are doing to make Baltimore City a better place. Head over to WJZ.com/nominate-MVP to submit your nomination.
That is my favorite community MVP. It's not even close. And Detective, you are an angel. Changing lives. This is something these kids will never forget.
And he's going to get more than 240 kids, without a doubt.
Shatter that. And honestly, reach out to us. Let us know what we can do to help, because what you're doing is just, it's awesome.
We can get behind that.